Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Floss, back again with another video. And today we're going to take a look at the Samsung Galaxy A72 and the Galaxy A52. Now, both of these you can get from Amazon. I'll throw the links up in the description. The price for the A72 is $470. The price for the A52, $340. Savings, all right? These phones are all about savings. Now, let's go through the specs real quick. Now, pay attention to this because as far as the specs, they're exactly the same except for 4 differences, which I'm going to talk about in a minute. Now, we'll start off with the A72. Now, this comes in 4 different colors. You got awesome black, awesome white, awesome violet, and awesome blue. For the display, you got a 6.7-inch AMOLED panel with a resolution of 1080 by 2400. Now, that's 394 for the PPI Patrol. You got Gorilla Glass on the front, plastic on the back, up to 800 nits brightness, and a 90 hertz refresh rate. Now, the phone is IP67 dust and water resistant. For the processor, you got the Qualcomm Snapdragon 720G with the Adreno 618 GPU. Now, what does that mean in English? Mid-range specs, bro. Mid-range specs. Now, it's running Android 11 with Samsung One UI 3.1 skin on top. You got either 8 or 12 gigs of RAM, 128 or 256 gigs of storage, and a micro SD card slot for expandable memory. Now, for the battery, you got a 5,000 milliamp battery that features 25 watt fast charging. So Samsung claims that's going to charge your phone from 0 to 50% in 35 minutes. Now, for the cameras, on the rear, you got a quad setup. So you got a 64 megapixel wide angle, a 12 megapixel ultra wide, an 8 megapixel telephoto, and a 5 megapixel macro. Now in the front, you got a 32 megapixel wide angle lens. You also got Bluetooth 5.0, NFC, always on display, face unlock, fingerprint sensor, and a headphone jack. So what's missing? There's no wireless charge, no reverse wireless charging, also known as power share, no quad HD display, and no Samsung DeX. Now these are mid-range phones, so you're not going to get all of the flagship features, but they're still pretty dope. Now, I know what you're saying. What's the difference between the A52 and the A72? Let's break it down real quick. Number 1, the price. Okay? A72, $470. A52, $340. Next, the size. A72, 6.7-inch display. A52, a little bit smaller, 6.5-inch display. Next, battery. A72, 5,000 milliamps. A52, 4,500 milliamps. So the phone is a little bit smaller, and the battery is also a little bit smaller. And the last difference is the camera. Now with the A72, you got a quad camera setup. A52, same quad camera setup, but the specs are a little bit different. With the A52, you got a 64 megapixel wide angle, a 12 megapixel ultra wide, a 5 megapixel macro. Those 3 are just the same, but you got a 5 megapixel depth sensor as opposed to an 8 megapixel telephoto sensor. But the biggest difference in the camera that I noticed is the zoom. On the A72, you got a 30 times scumbag zoom. On the A52, you only got 10 times zoom. And there's a little bit difference with the RAM and the storage, but that doesn't really make a difference. So the main difference is the size, battery, and the camera is a little bit better on the A72. Now, if you're looking for a good mid-range phone, my advice would be go with the A52. These are exactly the same. Now, I've been testing them both out for about a week. There's no difference. There's no differences except for the size and the camera. Battery life is almost the same. All right, so let's go ahead and unbox these and see what it is. First things first, shout out to White Shoes, back in the building.
I love my white shoes. I love my white shoes. I love my white shoes.
White Shoes.
I love my white shoes.
Calm down. The knife hand. All right, let's start off with the big boy, A72. Now, for this one, I went with awesome black. Nice presentation alert. Like I said, I've been using it for over a week. Let me show you what you get in the box. Okay, so this is going to be your SIM ejection tool. Open this up. You got your usual books and shit. Pluck them and file them. This is going to be your device. Samsung is back. All right, charging brick is in the box. 25-watt fast charging brick in the box. All right, Samsung, we need to see this on the flagship phones also. And you also got your USB Type-C to USB Type-C charging cable. Yep, USB-C to USB-C. All right, Shoes, since you're here, I'm going to need you to put you to work. Shoes, check this out. Inspect these for quality. All right, so now for the device. Okay. Infinity O display, 64 megapixel camera, IP67 dust and water resistant. Dramatic effect. Check this out. Now I want to show y'all something real quick. Here's the big boy. All right, the Galaxy S21 Ultra 5 Gangster Alpha Omega Supreme. Here's the A72. They pretty much look the same. Now, one thing I will say, Samsung is killing it with these plastic backs. This might be the best feeling plastic back phone that I use yet. It almost feels exactly like the flagship. And as you can see, it almost looks exactly the same. All right, let's do the smell test on this one real quick. Yes. This one has that sweet aroma of savings. All right, $470 savings. Now, for the A52, with this one, I went with the blue. Same SIM ejection tool, same usual books and shit. No need to go through that. Here's the device. Charging brick in the box. Right? Charging brick in the box. This is going to be USB-A to USB Type-C. All right, so that's another difference. With the A72, the charging brick is USB Type-C to USB Type-C. On the A52, USB-A to USB Type-C. Okay. This is going to be your awesome blue. Bang. Check this out. Now, I want to show y'all something real quick. Here's the Galaxy S21 Plus. All right, S21 Plus. If you notice, the A52 actually has more cameras than the S21 Plus. Now, let's do a little size comparison. Let's see, S21 Plus. These are almost the same exact size and width. Now, for the big boy A72, let's see. Oh, look at this. Exactly the same as the Alpha Omega Supreme. These are some dope mid-range phones. Now, here's the smaller version of the S21. If you notice, both of these phones, the A52 and the A72, are bigger than the Galaxy S21. All right, so if you're looking for big mid-range phones, you got the A72, this is the biggest one, and the A52. All right, so I'm going to pause the video. I'll turn on my Wi-Fi, delete my browsing history, and we'll walk through the OS. Talk amongst yourselves. All right, y'all, so we back in. Now, let me just mention this one more time because I think this is the most important part of this video. The main differences between the A72 and the A52. The A52 is a little bit cheaper, $340. The A52 is a little bit smaller, 6.5 inches versus 6.7. The A52 has a smaller battery, 4,500 versus 5,000. The A52 has less RAM, 4, 6, or 8 gigs. The A72 has 8 or 12 gigs of RAM. And the biggest difference is the camera. All right, 30 times scumbag zoom on the A72, 10 times zoom. Other than that, these phones are pretty much identical. So for this review, I'm basically going to be using the A72, but keep this in mind. Every single thing that you see me do on the A72, you can do it exactly the same on the 52. As far as performance, they're 100% identical. First things first, build quality. Now, like I said earlier, Samsung hit it on the head with this one. If you're going to get a plastic phone, this is the one you want. Now, when I first pulled this out of the box, it actually feels exactly like the S21 Ultra. It's a little bit more lightweight, but it doesn't have that cheap plastic feel to it. And plastic is actually more durable, so it's going to last longer. Now, there's no wireless charger in this, but it is what it is. All right, so on one side, you got your power button, volume up and down. On the top, you got your mic, your SIM tray. Other side is nice and clean. On the bottom, headphone jack. All right, headphone jack. I can't even say Samsung because this is a Samsung phone. Believe it or not, headphone jack on deck. And you got dual stereo speakers. Now, let's get a little wipe down. Real quick with the A52, same thing. Headphone jack on deck, dual stereo speakers. Everything is the same. Now check this out. You got an always on display, which is customizable. I'm gonna turn it off one more time. Watch the always on display. So I got a little cat, animated. Real nice. Now Samsung makes the best always on display in the game, and it's the same as the flagship ones. Time, date, battery percentage, all your notifications. Real nice. Now a couple of different ways you can open up the device. You got your on-screen fingerprint sensor, which I gotta say, honestly, is not the best in the world. It's really not. This on-screen fingerprint sensor is definitely not the same as the one on the flagship phones. It's a little bit more like you actually got to press it. You see? Now, if I pull out the S21 Ultra, you just go like this and it pops open quick. This one, you're going to have to actually press it. But it does work. All right? It's just a little bit slower. Next, if you want to, you can swipe up, put in your pattern and your pin, and you also got face unlock. Bang, there it is. Let's do 3 of them. Bang, number 2. And number 3. Now, if you want to, you can speed up the animations, because if you notice the animation is a little bit slow, that's what gives it that feel of lag, but it's not lagging. It's just a slow animation. Go to developer options and turn that speed up if that gets on your nerves. Now, for me, it doesn't really bother me too much. Not the slowest in the world. But if you're using the big boy S21, you notice the difference. Next, let's try to do this quick. Now, again, keep this in mind. Everything that you see me doing, you can do exactly the same on the A52. And in my personal opinion, the A52 is a better buy. Now, I'm going to show you camera tests from both phones. You're going to notice the camera almost looks the same, but you get a little bit more zoom. Now, is that little bit of extra zoom and this little bit of extra size worth an extra $100? That's up to you. Now, again, you're getting a little bit bigger battery, but in my battery testing, they was almost the same. A little bit bigger battery, a little bit bigger display, a little bit more RAM. All right, so if you're heavy on the phone, you might need that extra RAM. But if you're looking for savings, all right, if you're looking for the sweet smell of savings, matter of fact, let me just make sure. Oh, yeah, this one has it too. If you're looking for that sweet smell of savings, go with the A52. This is a beast. All right. Now, I can't stress this enough. Everything that you're watching me do right now in the A72 works exactly the same. All right. So when you see me doing my testing right now, if you're looking to buy the A52, just imagine this is the A52 because they're going to look exactly the same for performance. All right. Let's keep it moving. Now, you got all your quick toggles. Okay. So let's go through this real quick. You got power saving mode. You can link this to your Windows computer. You got a screen recorder. You got a mobile hotspot. You got smart view. So you can cast this to your TV. Got nearby share. You got your secure folders. That's your thought protection. You got your Dolby Atmos. All right. Let's go ahead and turn that on. And you also got different settings. So you got auto switch. You got movie, music, and voice. Now leave it on auto. Bang, there it is. You got your QR codes. You got kids mode. You can turn on your always on display, NFC, and you got focus mode. Let's go over the settings real quick. I hit the wrong button. Let's go over the settings. Now I'm going to try to run through this quick. One thing I will say also, now I think this phone is on max brightness. It only goes up to 800 nits brightness. Now y'all know me. Whenever you see my phones, they always on max brightness. Not the brightest display in the world. Matter of fact, let me pull out the big boy. I want to show y'all something. All right, check this out. Now as far as the display, 800 nits, not the brightest in the world, but definitely not dull. Here's the Galaxy S21 Ultra. Now, I don't know if y'all can see this on camera, but here's the difference in the brightness. All right, the S21 Ultra is definitely brighter. So if you're used to using the flagship, you will notice that it's a little bit dimmer, but not a big deal. Let's go back to the settings. Okay, so let's take it over to, let's do this quick. You got NFC, all right, and your contactless payments. Contactless. All right, payments. So NFC on deck. Let's keep it moving. Anything we need to see there? Nope. Let's go to sound and vibration. Okay, now watch this. Dual stereo speakers. Nice and loud. Of course, I'm going to do an official sound test. Turn everything on. Why not? I wanted to show y'all something else. Okay, sound quality and effects. Now, even though this is a mid-range Samsung phone, you got all of the same features that you're going to have on your flagship, such as Dolby Atmos. All right, you got your custom EQ. Now, this is my custom EQ settings, but you got normal, pop, classic, jazz, rock, and of course, custom. You got your UHQ upscaler. All right, so if you put on headphones, you can upscale your music, and you got adapt sound. Now, there's also one extra feature that I love: sound quality and effects. All right, no, not that. Not sound quality and effects. Separate app for sound. This is an important feature if you use Bluetooth speakers. All right, so you're having a little party, and you got your phone paired to your Bluetooth speaker. You can have a separate app for sound. So what that means is, normally, if you got a regular phone connected to your Bluetooth speaker, when you get a text message, it'll interrupt the song playing on your Bluetooth speaker. Or you have to turn the notifications off on your phone. Now you can have notifications going off on your phone and your music playing on your Bluetooth speaker uninterrupted. That's a nice little hidden gem on Samsung phones. All right, separate app for sound. Let's keep it moving. Let's go to display. All right, shoes back in the building. Motion smoothness, 90 hertz refresh rate. Again, 90 hertz refresh rate on the $330 version. All right, now you can find this on Amazon. I paid $340 for this one, but you can find it a little bit cheaper, and especially if you get the one that has less RAM. I believe there's one that has 4 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of storage. You might be able to find that one for under $300. But still, you're going to have a 90 hertz refresh rate, as you can see right here. Okay, let's see. Screen mode, you got vivid and natural, and you can also customize it a little bit. Let's exit out of that. Let's see, was there anything else on the display? Let's go to edge panels. All right, look, you got your edge panels. Okay, now I'm going to go through those in a minute. Navigation bar. You can have your buttons or your swipe gestures. That's what I'm using right now. It shows you charge information. Real nice. All right, everything is exactly the same as the flagships. You got the theme and wallpapers, home screen and layouts, nothing to see there. Now, one more thing. I did want to show y'all something with home screen and layouts. This is kind of important. Where was it? Rotate to landscape mode. Now, when you get in your car, this is a dope feature. It's pretty underrated. Now, if you got an iPhone 12 Pro Max and you get in your car and you put it on your wireless charger, you're going to have it like this. All right, straight Uber driver status. With the Galaxy phones, you can put it in your charger like this, and it'll rotate to landscape mode. That is such an important feature to me because I hate my phone like this, but it's not rotated. All right, so when I put my iPhone in the car like this, and all of the apps are still like this, that's pretty whack. Okay, where was we? Let's see anything else. Biometrics and security. Of course, you got face unlock, fingerprints. You got your secure folder. That's your thought protection. You got private share. Real nice. Advanced features. Okay, so let's see what we got on deck. Link to Windows, side key. Now, for side key, I'm going to have my power off menu for press and hold. And double press, let's do the camera. That's the World Star Hip Hop button. Motions and gestures, lift to awake, turn that on. Double tap to awake the screen. Double tap to turn it off. Keep screen on while viewing. All right, so as long as you're looking at the display, it'll stay on. Alert phone when phone is picked up. All right, so if you always got your phone on scumbag mode, upside down like this, as soon as you pick it up, you'll get an alert to let you know that you missed a message. Okay, mute with gestures, palm swipe to capture your screenshots. Bang, just like that. Okay, so that's it for that. Let's see, anything else? Okay, that's pretty much it. Now, y'all seen these 1,000 times. I'm not going to kill y'all with all of this stuff. Let's go to accessibility. All right, so if you're hearing or visually impaired, all of the settings and all your features will work. Software update, let's go to About real quick. Galaxy A72. Simple enough. Now, let me get a little wipe down on this. Bang, here it is. Snapdragon. What Snapdragon is this? I choose. I think this is the 7. I forgot what I said. Snapdragon 720G. All right, not the 720, the 720G. That's the gaming chipset. As far as the performance-wise, I would say this is a good mid-range phone. Now, if you start using the big boy, you will notice that it's a little bit faster and zippier and snappier. All right, got to throw out the official reviewer words. Zippier and snappier. This one just feels a little bit more slow, and everything takes maybe a half a second longer to do. But for the price you're paying, I do not mind at all. It still looks and feels like a flagship Samsung phone, just like maybe a Galaxy S10. This has that same kind of feel to it. No lag. All right, 90 hertz refresh rate, nice and smooth. But again, not the fastest and silky smooth, but it is smooth. let's check the web browsing speeds. Go to apple.com. Oh, let me set this up real quick. Hold on, let me try that again. All right, here we go. Go to apple.com.
Opening web page.
Okay. Remind me later. And here it is. Full website. Now I want to show y'all something real quick. Let me pull out the big boy. Let's do this right on the table. Go to apple.com.
Opening web page.
Okay. Now look at this. This is the big boy, S21 Ultra. Now you can notice the difference in brightness. Let's just make sure. Yep, this is max brightness. This is a perfect example of the difference in brightness. Okay, but as far as the web browsing speeds, you've seen it for yourself. Exactly the same almost. Right? Exactly the same almost. You get what I'm saying though. But here's what I'm talking about with the brightness. Now me, this is one of my pet peeves, brightness. Okay, now, of course, you're getting major savings, so you're gonna have to deal with that a little bit less brightness. But it is what it is. All right, let's try that one more time. Watch this. Go to Samsung.com.
Opening web page.
Okay. Now you see, of course, the flagship is a little bit faster. But as far as the scrolling speeds, you can see the difference in the scrolling speeds also. But it's 120 hertz versus 90 hertz. You expect it's going to be a little bit better on the big boy. But for the price that you're paying, again, this is a good look. Now watch this. Let's open this up. Now we could go hit this up. Split screen multitasking. Let's open up split screen. Let's pull up YouTube on the bottom. Okay, so now you got YouTube and Samsung on the top. Apple, pay attention. This is multitasking. Now I want to show y'all something else. Let's open up YouTube. Right? Now watch this. Okay, just got to hold this down. Now we can open this up as a pop-up menu. All right, so now I can move this around. You see? So I can move that. I can go to Facebook. All right, so while I'm on Facebook, scrolling around, let's get something that's a little quiet. I can have my pop-up window right there. Let's hit that. Now let's minimize this. We turned it into a little ball. We'll do the same thing with Facebook. Okay, let's open up into a pop-up and then minimize it. Now, while I'm scrolling around, let's take it over to Instagram. I could be on Instagram, chilling like this, and then bang, look at that. Take it over to Facebook. Take it back over to YouTube. This is a multitasking beast. Exit out of everything. Let's get rid of these. We just hit close, bang. Close them out. Now, you got your edge panels. This is my different task. We got the weather. You got all my recently used apps and my people. Okay, now let me show you how this works. This is one of my favorite ones. Let's go to Instagram, right? Now, say I wanted to screenshot this picture right here. Hit rectangle. It automatically sizes the picture, and I hit done. Now I could save this, or I could reshare it. So that's perfect for if you want to save pictures to repost to Instagram. Let me see if there's something I wanted to repost. Let's see. I say I wanted to repost this flyer right here. Matter of fact, let's use this. This is a nice picture to use. Do it just like this. Now hit rectangle. Size it up. Hit done. Let's hit share. Okay. Now it's going to pull up apps that I want to share it to. Let's share it to Instagram feed. And look at that. I could just share it just like that. Boom, I'm out of there. All right, so the panels, edge panels, is not a gimmick. You got oval, if I want to do an oval shape. So say I want to just hit somebody with a circle of my calendar. You got that on deck. And of course, you could do your animated GIFs. Let me show you how that works real quick. Let's take it over to YouTube. I'll find a little video. Let's see anything that's non-controversial. All right, good. We got Mark Rebier. I'm going to turn the sign down for a minute. Now, say I want to make somebody a meme of my homeboy Mark Rebier. Go to panels. Go to animated GIF. All right, it's going to pop up. Let me resize that window. Just like that. Hit record. Okay. Now it's actually recorded. Now you're not going to get any sound. You get up to 15 seconds. I hit stop. And boom. Here's my animated GIF I just made. Now, fellas, use your imagination. All right, you can make an animated GIF of any kind of video you want. And then boom, I could just share it just like that. All right, let's exit out of that. Real dope. All right, so that's how the edge panels work. Pretty much exactly the same as they're going to work on the flagship. All right, so if I pull up the flagship, same thing. There's your same edge panels. One of my favorite ones I like also, shoes I need you to scoop. Watch this one. If we go to apps, you got dual apps. So I can press one button, and it'll take me immediately to Samsung, web, internet, and YouTube. I don't know if y'all seen that. I'll do it one more time. All right, you see I got internet and YouTube as a combined pair. Press one button. These are one of my favorite combinations that I use. This way I can watch my YouTube videos and shop at the same time. Real dope. All right, so now let's test out these dual speakers. All right, so of course I got the official Flossy Carter sound test by my homeboy Mark Rebier. Here we go.
Yo, sound test, time for sound test. Everybody shut your mouth, time for sound test. Time to test that quality of sound test. How's it sound, Floss? How's it sound, Floss? How's it sound now? How's it sound now? Does it sound big? Does it sound loud?
How's the bass, baby? How's the treble on it? How's it sound now? How's it sound now?
That's a sound test. That's a motherfucking sound test. Sound test. That's a sound test, baby. That's a sound test. That's a motherfucking sound test. How's the sound on that shit? God damn it, holla.
All right, look, cover the bottom speaker. Top is still nice and loud. Oh, watch this.
How's the sound, white shoes? How's the sound on it?
Right on top. Nice and loud, though. No complaints with this one. Now look, I want to show y'all something real quick. Let me pull up the Alpha Omega Supreme, and I want y'all to hear the difference. This is the Galaxy S21 Ultra.
How's the sound, white shoes? How's the sound on it?
And here's the A72. Speakers are a little bit lower, but extra quality. All right, definitely top quality on a mid-range phone. Ladies and gentlemen, Mark Rebier. All right, so now let's take a look at this 6.7-inch AMOLED display. Here's how it's going to look when you're watching your videos. Little punch hole camera. Basically bezel-less. All right. Here's your viewing angles. Looks beautiful though. Let's keep it moving. All right, so now let's do a little bit of gaming. Got one of my favorite games, Asphalt 9 Legends. All right, Asphalt 9. I don't know. Why whenever I say that, why does that make me laugh? I don't know. Asphalt. All right, here we go. Let's get some asphalt. Gaming on the Galaxy A72. See what it is. Okay, got the Rory. Here we go. All right, let's get it on. Okay, full screen display. Okay. Yeah, of course, we got to go through this little tutorial every time because I refuse to link it to my Facebook. I refuse to do it. All right, tap and hold to drift. Okay. Real nice. All right, I just look for the frames. Okay. So far, it's looking nice and smooth. We'll check the nitrous. All right, there's my nitrous. Okay, little drifts. Okay. But you see for yourself. This is high quality gaming, if you want to call it that. All right, high quality gaming. Okay. Drift. Woo! That was a nice drift, though. No front. You've seen that. Okay. I'm going for the ramp as usual. One of these days, I'm going to not go for the ramp. I'm just going to take the easy way. Okay. You know, I got to hit my nitrous in mid-air. Okay, here it is. All right, I'm out. Let's go. Give me that ramp. Look at that. Drift through the finish. Woo! Okay. Asphalt 9 Legends. All right, now, as usual, if your phone can run Asphalt 9, it can run pretty much any game that's on the Android market. Let's keep it moving. All right, so now let's do the RDA test. Regular daily activities. Now, this is kind of important because you're buying this as a mid-range phone. You want to be able to make sure you can do all of your regular daily activities. All right, here we go. Wake up in the morning. You don't got to touch the phone. You can just look at it. You see you got always on display. So you got the time, the date, all your notifications. Now you grab the phone. You pick it up. Don't have to press any buttons. Just pick it up and look at it. Automatically unlocks. First thing I do, check the weather. Okay, 50 degrees, partly sunny, real nice. Keep it moving. Next, let's take it over to Facebook. Let's see what's going down on Facebook. Okay, scroll through. Check out my Facebook feed. Okay, kids, everybody looking good. Okay, real nice. A few RGB ads. There it is. Let's see what Amaya's doing. All right. Maya and her mom getting a little dance on. Okay, I like that. Let's keep it moving. Exit out of that. All right, Facebook with no problems. Next, let's take it over to Twitter. Let's check my mentions. See if anybody talking about me. Let's see. Somebody asked about the OnePlus Whitestone Dome. All right, see what they doing. Okay. See what's going down with that. Okay. RIP LG. Right, it was a nice run. Okay. Somebody gave me a little compliment. Let me go ahead and like that. I like that. Okay, let's see. Close the Galaxy 7. Okay. Shout out to MKBHD. You got the Galaxy Note 7 still. The Galaxy Fireball. Okay. Gonna like that too. All right, basically, all right, so there's my Twitter. All right, that's how that's gonna look. No problems. Now, what else you gonna do in the morning? Gotta take a fresh dump. When I'm taking mine, I like to take it over to TikTok. All right, I'm only following Amaya, so let's see what she's talking about. Let's go ahead and watch my favorite video. See if I can find the idea. It is. Okay, dual stereo speakers. Of course. It's my favorite video right here. Try not to get emotional watching this, you know what I'm saying? Let me go ahead and like that again. All right, so that's how TikTok is going to look. Get your TikTok on. Next, let's take it over to Instagram. All right, now let me just give y'all a warning. My Instagram do be getting kind of spicy, so be prepared. All right, let's see. Uncle Vinrock. All right, shout out to Naughty by Nature. That's my guy right there. Let's see. AZA Auto Wheel. Got some new wheels coming up. Let's see. What's this? Some new car material. Okay, some skits. What's this? Security Drip Jewelry. Okay, they got a diamond test on here. Make sure that it's 100% cubic zirconia. I like that. Let's see anything else. Okay, of course, cat video. Yo, what's this cat doing in the middle of the night? Yo. Yo, you gotta watch cats, man. I love cats, man. Matter of fact, let me save that because I need to watch that later. All right, shout out to my man Artifacts. This is where I get all my sunglasses from. What he got today? Okay. Okay, keep it moving. Let's see anything else. Now, my finger's kind of heavy, so I'm getting extra scrolls. Little kickboxing joints right there, backflips. Okay. Okay, now this is the kind of workout right here I need to be doing. That's a workout. I'm tired just from watching that. All right, so that's Instagram. Keep it moving. Let's take it over to Gmail. Let me check my messages. Now, let me just make sure I don't got anything safety sensitive. Take it over to social real quick. Okay, let's see what's going down. Bump box. They got some new speakers out. Y'all remember the speaker beeper? Real nice. I'll check that out later. Got some YouTube comments. Okay. I'm here for it. Okay, I respect that. Okay, this is how your email is going to look. Real dope. Take it over the camera. Take a quick picture. Okay, take a picture of my breakfast. Bong. You know what I'm saying? Take a picture of my breakfast. There it is. Post that to Instagram. Everybody needs to know that I'm eating good. And there it is. Regular daily activities. This phone is going to survive them like a boss. Mid-range phone, $470. Now keep in mind, everything you see me just do just now, you can do on the A52, and it's going to look and feel exactly the same. But the A52, you're going to get more savings, $340. Let's keep it moving. All right, so now let's take a look at the camera. Now, this is the same on both phones. If you see somebody getting ready to get punched in the mouth, you grab the phone, hit the power button twice. That's your World Star Hip Hop button. That'll activate your camera. All right, so let me go through the different shooting modes. You got fun. This is going to be your different Snapchat filters. Got to use the front-facing camera. You got single take. You got photo. Now, here's the difference. You got wide-angle lens all the way up to 30 times scumbag zoom. Now, with the A52, you got wide-angle lens all the way up to 10 times zoom. All right, so there's the difference in the zoom. Now, let's go to video. Now, the max resolution is 4K 30 frames per second, but you also have full HD, all right, 1080p at 60 frames per second. And you also got your super stable video, all right, super steady shot. Now, with the A52, let's turn off super steady. Max resolution on the camera, 4K, 30 frames per second. If you want 60 frames, you got to drop it down to 1080p. Same thing. You got super steady video. All right, let's keep it moving. Let's go to more. Now you got AR Doodle, you got Pro Mode, you got Panorama, you got Food, Night Shots, Macro, Portrait, Pro Video, Super Slow Motion, and Hyperlapse. Let's hit more, just so I can show y'all. Same thing. All of the different camera features are the same. Basically, it's the zoom. All right, 10 times zoom versus 30 times scumbag zoom. All right, so let's take a look at some test pictures and videos. I'm going to start off with the Galaxy A52. All right, we'll start off with the little version, and then I'll show you the pictures on the A72. So keep your eye out for the differences. All right, so overall, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm giving the Samsung Galaxy A72 and the Galaxy A52 a major go. Now, of course, you don't have all of the features from the big boy, and it's not as fast and as smooth as the big boy, but you're not paying that big boy price. Still comes in a bunch of different colors. You got an excellent build quality, plastic on the back, very durable. It is water resistant, excellent battery life. You got most of the features of One UI. You got a decent camera. You get an expandable memory. You got a headphone jack, dual stereo speakers, always on display, face unlock, fingerprint sensor, and of course my favorite feature, the price. All right, the sweet smell of savings, $470 for the A72, $340 for the A52. As Bob Barker would say, the price is right. Anyway, Galaxy A72, A52, hit me up in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about these. Shout out to everybody rocking with me on Facebook, Foursquare, Twitter, Google+. Shout out to all the Google gangsters. I see y'all holding down that Facebook page. Shout out to everybody hitting me up on Boxer. And a special shout out to everybody rocking with me on Instagram. Y'all know that's where I'm at full time, 100% full throttle. And a special shout out to everybody rocking with the new stream on Sundays. Y'all already know. Stream gangsters on deck. Get your drinks ready. No meat does lap. Oh yeah, special shout out to everybody following me on Snapchat, Flossy_Carter, that's where I'm at. And a special shout out to the notification squad. I see y'all in the comment section early. Hashtag salute. Oh yeah, one more thing. I almost forgot. Fellas, ladies, say it with me. All y'all haters, all y'all trolls, close your eyes and picture me rolling. It's your boy Floss, I'm out. Deuces. Spock won the beam up. Energize.
We're in a situation where everybody in the world uses technology. And if you're gonna buy some of that technology, you gotta understand certain things. Subscribe to Flossy Carter. He does reviews of all the latest technology. The iPhones, the iPads, the Galaxies, the Samsungs, whatever the fuck. The Beats by that doctor guy. And he puts his kitty cat in the videos too for you something to look at. You know, I'm an animal lover, so I like that shit. So make sure you hit the subscribe button to Flossy Carter on the YouTube, the follow button on the Instaface, and the like button on the Facelook. Because if you don't, we're gonna have a fucking problem here. A bad one. Now hit the fucking subscribe button.